what's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Picked up my golden boys and girls today. Nice, nice. You love to see it. And what's going on, Wolf? And 19 months in a row? Sheesh. My goat. All right. So today, we're gonna be doing a couple of things. We have my thoughts together here. There's bases on my property. So we have the Goblin Hobbies stamps and the Chimera Colors Velvet inks. So I will be doing first, I just have some bases to test things out on, and then I have some Deathwing Terminators that I have in a okay spot, but they're if it'll focus, they're power fists, need a little extra pizzazz on them. Maybe even a knee pad. Man, the camera really loves the the stamp. So here's some the Dingles are back. Yeah. Here's some that I did before, and I did paint these ones by hand. So the goal is to not have to paint them by hand anymore, and then I have this chonker right here. And this is one of the new models from the Wildwood game that Tabletop Titans are coming out with. It's a Rock Core Dryad that I've been painting up. So this is the one that I'll be kind of showing off and using the velvet inks on. If all goes according to plan, I pick up my Angron next week. Sheesh! Nice. Alright. That sounds sick. So I got 3 of the plates, and let's actually, on stream, we can do the peel off. Wow. Ooh. So this one is squad markings. Yeah, this is the plate that they used for like one of their big selling points was like being able to do the Lamenter's shoulder pad like very easily. So you just do like the checkered one with the circle in the middle, and then you put on the bleeding heart, and it's just like a 1-2 kind of thing. Pretty cool. Even when he's not painting Sylvaneth, he's painting Sylvaneth equivalents. Facts. Absolutely riveting. Yeah, you like the... This is actually an unboxing stream. In case you didn't know. So it comes with this like little applicator, and I think we're gonna use white for the bases here. Really, I'm super interested in the checker pattern, because checkers are a pain in the ass to do. So here, put it on, scrape it off, whoops, nah, I boofed it. A great review, by the way. They should sponsor me. I heard the stamps come with specific paints. They do come with specific paints. But they are, oops. They are specifically like nail art paints. So like stamps for nail art is not something new. The kind of new part is using it for Warhammer. So apparently you can just look up like nail art stamp paint, and buy that, and then you can get different colors. But it is a specific paint. Okay, let's try this again. You go, it's not bad. And then you put it on. Okay. And then you can just take acetone and rub it off. That one went okay. Definitely went better than the first one. I'm interested in how well they apply to curved shoulder pads. I've heard they apply very well to curved shoulder pads, but I have not applied it myself. See if we can do one more try with the checkers here. Paint looks viscous? Yeah. It does, doesn't it? And you're supposed to apply it thickly. They're like, make sure it's extra thick when you put it on. Alright. So now we go here. Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble with the... with the checkers. Is the only reason I want this thing? Alright. I wonder if I'm skipping a step here. Do that Crimson Fists. Symbol. Not bad. Oops. If it'll stop focusing on the the thing for a sec. It is not an official GW product. That is correct. So the Crimson Fist symbol turned out well. And this is from Goobertown Hobbies. Here's the brand here. And the guy who rescues eBay minis, is it? Is it that same guy? So I think it might be like the size of the pattern that's giving me so much trouble. Because, yeah, Crimson Fists symbol worked out well. Let's see here. Let's try and do like an Aquila here. Yeah. I think with more intricate designs? Yeah, we can do that. I think this Maybe I'm putting on like too much paint. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh man, got way too much stuff on the screen. There we go. So that is the wings design here. You can see my first attempt versus my second attempt. All right. Now we clean off the plate here. I'm gonna turn on a fan. You don't have to roll when you're applying. It's just a firm press when you're applying. When you're picking it up, you roll it. But when applying, you press it. And there's like, I don't know how well you can see, but there's like a little hole here. And that's like, you line it up by looking through that hole, to like see how it's gonna apply. Yeah, the nail paint and the acetone to clean it up is fuming the room out. So that's not bad. I think I needed to use the bigger skull, actually. I think I chose the wrong skull. For an Aquila. Alright, let's see. Wanted to try out like this one over here, the Laurels. That one turned out actually really well. I think I'm getting pretty good at it. Does it have an embossed feel once it's applied? It does not. It applies just kind of like any other paint, and it does dry pretty much instantly. So you can see like I'm like rubbing at it with my finger, and it's not moving. So I think they said like, yeah, a couple of things that they did to like to really like market their product was like, one, the Lamentor symbol, and two, like guard. It was like guard shoulder pad markings, and they did like multiple symbols stacked on top of each other. So like an arrow and then a number, a symbol, and then a squad number marking. And they said it took them like 10 to 15 minutes to do multiple two designs on every shoulder pad for the entire squad. So like quick time and stacking multiple symbols was kind of like their big selling points. Alright, I'm gonna try the... I'm gonna try the checker pattern one more time here. See if I can get it. Because, like, yeah, the wings and the laurels that I just did are pretty nice. Let me get some... I think it might be easier to make, so much easier to decal. Yeah, well, it's like, it's not, yeah, it's nice that it's not transfers, you know, because transfers can be kind of a pain to work with. Alright, I'll let those dry for a sec. I'll keep that one because I'm kind of proud of that one. I can also pull out the so these two, the starter set comes with these two plates, the applicator, white and black paints, this little card thing that you use to scrape off, and I think that's it. So then I bought this one, which is one of their chaos plates. So you got a nice kind of array of chaos symbols here that I thought were pretty sick, so I snagged this one too. I just got the white and black colors, so what message I was gonna send as I sent it? That's crazy. Did somebody say chaos? Yeah. So yeah, the ones I liked on this one are like the script. I'm actually very interested to see how this script goes. The eye. Well, the various skulls are pretty cool. The chaos star symbols are nice. Yeah. Did somebody say chaos? I did in fact say chaos. Alright. Let's see if we can get this, see if we can get this checker down. The corn symbols are pretty cool. Yeah. It's a nice one. I think they had 2 chaos plates when I was there. Alright, apply, scrape, scrape again. Alright, give it a nice roll. That's pretty good. Come in here, press down. That's definitely much better than my previous attempts. Maybe I pushed too hard. Because there's some warping in the pattern. And like really I just need like this section to be good. Paint on, scrape, roll, apply. That's pretty solid. That's looking pretty nice. I know what's wrong. I haven't paid my tithe. Hey, yo. Facts. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's see if we can get it on a power fist here. I need to save up so that Sloth can paint something else? Yo. You right? I've returned painting Sloth to his full potential. Facts. Offering to the dark gods has been made. Let's get this here. Load it up. Scrape. Come in with the applicator. Roll. Looking nice. Apply. All right. Not bad. It gets a little, oh, you guys can't see that. It gets a little weird around the edges where it doesn't have anything to adhere to. But it looks pretty nice. A heretic? Oh man. Get out of here. Heretic reported? Great. Alright. Let's see. Get like a toothpick here, maybe? Yeah. And a toothpick to like clean up some of the weirdness that happens when it doesn't have anything to adhere to. Yep, that's exactly what that means. So, let's see here. We've got kind of a basis for a checker pattern. I'll have to kind of do a little bit of cleanup, especially over here. It looks like I maybe had the applicator a little far to the right. If I had it a little further to the left, it might have been a little more spot on and a little better. But now that I have the basis for my checker pattern, I can come in and I think I'll do just like a skull here. On top of it. We like skulls, right? I was trying to look. I don't think there are many, like, Dark Angels. Specific symbols here. Maybe a little short-sighted on my part. I got bamboozled by the I didn't pick up the full skull there. We do like skulls, especially, say, for a throne. Hey, you know? You're not wrong. Okay. Man, it does not want to pick up this skull. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm doing it too fast? Definitely takes a bit of workshop in here. Okay. Well, it did work, but I definitely didn't put it in the center. So that's a bit awkward. Might have to rebase coat that a little bit. Let's grab another one. Let's see, is there a way? I'm gonna come in with a little bit of paint actually and just draw like a center line down. Like a little guideline there. All right, that is actually that's even better than the first one. I will say, it's kind of hard to clean the applicator. That's okay. Maybe there's a trick that I don't know about. Oh man. Help! Oh. One of these days I'll get it. Excuse me. I think I'll stick with this for now, actually. Now, it would be pretty cool if I had a red, but I don't. So I'm instead just gonna kinda... fill in the pattern here. And I do think I'm gonna need a bit more of a detailed brush here. Just wanted the ultimate starter set that's 100+ pounds. I'm not sure I wanted it that bad. Yeah, that's... Is that what I got? Did I get the ultimate starter set? No, I just got the Stampin' Starter Kit. I just wanted... yeah. Yeah, I would look up, like, stamp nail polish. See how much it is to just buy a red?
10 out of 10 wood English again? Yeah. I've been up for 22 hours? Oh my god. What have you been doing for 22 hours? Working? Oh man. That's pretty crazy. That's a long shift.
Trying to get more hours. I'd like to get a dedicated hobby desk. The one I want is not cheap. Yeah. My current hobby desk is a dining room table that I found on the side of the road. And so picked it up for free. That's my current hobby desk. So not a desk, a dining room table. But it was free, so you know. All right, so there we have it. Took a bit longer because I had to fill in with red paint since I don't have the correct colors. But honestly, the hardest part of doing a checker pattern is the pattern itself. So like getting all of the squares to be like lined up, you know, the same size. Making sure your pattern is straight and not at an angle. So even if it's not the right color and it takes like a little extra work to kind of fill things in, it's still better because it kind of it removes all the weird issues that can come up with your pattern being a weird shape. Mine is my neighbor's kid's old gaming desk. I got 3 jobs, hobbying, gaming, and a nightstand. It's doing the Lord's work. Yeah, sounds like it. That's crazy. Yeah, my hobbying and gaming desk is separate, so that is a pretty major bonus. Especially when I'm working on a hobby project, I don't have to clean it up to make sure I have room for gaming. Alright, so obviously a little more work will need to get done, but this is the one that I did my own. And here's the one that I did with the stamps. Alright, let me see. That's the dream, yeah. Let me see here. Post pictures of the current Horus Heresy army. So many transfers and so much lightning, it's not even funny. Yeah, that's tough. Alright, here we go. We got... $24 colors for stamped nail polish. For $35. So might be picking up this. I don't know, maybe another one? Don't know if I need 24 colors, but... I wonder if I can just buy one color.
The hobby desk I want is 78 inches. So I can have projects on the table at any given time. Yeah, that's a good goal too. Sheesh. You got some nice looking lightning on those tanks though. And the Saturnine Dread. Alright, I spent kind of a long time on the stamps. Because I was testing out different things on the bases and such. But let's go over to these velvet inks here. So these are from Chimera Colors. And let me see if I can show it off here. The ones I've used so far on this project are like the magenta here. I used violet. I use smoke. Let's see here. I want to use these two, which is green gold and forest green. Because I would like to put some like moss into the wood. A fellow Daradeo Dreadnought enjoyer is the stuff I dream about. Oh man, the Dorito Dreadnoughts. So you can see, so this is the ink. It comes out pretty black, and they are fairly thick. Fairly thick, as far as like inks go. So you can take like a little bit of water here and see, like, as I kind of bring it out. So you can see like really nice color, and adding more water to like make it different different opacities here. It's always transparent, but you can kind of just play with the paint, and it generally holds its it doesn't break and give you coffee staining. And then you can see, like, applying it to the model. We can apply it as kind of a wash to get some nice violet into the shadows. That's what I have been doing on this model. I've been using violet as like my shade color. Ironically, probably do all 3 jobs my current does and have stuff left over. Yeah. I've also been using the white ink here to highlight, to be able to use with water. Yeah, it works really well with water, which is nice. It makes kind of thinning it out work well. Here I've been using the white ink to mix in for highlights, which has been nice. It makes it really easy to create highlights. Because it's just like a really smooth white that you can mix in to just about any paint, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, the white I've been using for highlights, and then the violet I've been using for shadows. Can you mix? Yes. So yeah, you can mix them with normal acrylics. So this is Dark Umber from Monument Hobbies here that I mixed with the white ink to get these highlight colors that I'm using. And then I also did this with Dark Hot Pink. So if you look at the like, I don't know, mouth bits, like this in particular, this was Dark Hot Pink that I mixed in the white ink to highlight up. Then I used the magenta ink as a glaze, so I'd like a filter to bring back that nice like pink color, and then the shadows I glazed in the violet ink here. Too many things on the screen. Camera doesn't know what's what. So that's how I got the pink color. But yeah, they're super easy to work with. Not a whole lot of rules. You just kind of slap them on your... That's its mouth? Yeah. and it's like kind of eating a person. You can kind of see. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Yeah, this thing's it's pretty crazy. The team at so this is Creature Caster doing a collab with Tabletop Titans to create these minis. What about drying time? Drying time. Let me turn off my fan. You can see generally as it thins out, like this is pretty dry here. You can reactivate it with water fairly easily here. It does dry pretty quick. But yeah, especially if you're using water to thin it out, it'll dry fairly easily. And if you're using it as a wash, it'll have a longer drying time than, say, if you're doing a glaze. Just because, like, the amount of paint that's there. It's a pretty standard acrylic, so relatively fast drying time. Alright, so you can see I'm highlighting up pretty bright here. And I'm kind of doing that on purpose. Because I would like to come in with, so this is called Smoke. And it's kind of just like a really dark brown. You can think of it like Wildwood, like contrast paint here. You can see as I kind of bring it out on my palette. One of the event exclusive models I picked up. Yeah, so this was, well, it's only event exclusive because it's a prototype. So like they're not yet ready to release the models, but I was able to pick this one up because they were selling some like prototype models at the events. I forget when they said the actual, I think they said they're doing a Kickstarter. So Kickstarter will go up and they'll sell the models. I think maybe in June sometime. Alright. So now I'm gonna come in with Smoke color here. Mix in water. Get some off on a damp paper towel. to kind of glaze and use this kind of like blending here. Knocks back the highlights a little bit. Does a little blending. You can see it applies very smoothly. And because I added a good amount of water, it's quite transparent. So I'm not completely destroying. Can't wait to see my models in 3. Yeah, Kickstarter? Yeah. Sadly, everything's a Kickstarter. Although, I should be getting my, June? No can do. That's when 11th drops. Oh, yeah. That is a little crazy. I would guess that they set up that time before they announced 11th, you know? Because that's a little tough timeline-wise. Competing with the drop of 11th is pretty crazy. All right, now let me see if I can make some moss here. So I'm gonna use green gold and forest green here. I haven't opened these ones yet. And I think I'm gonna mix some smoke in there, at least for the first round. And I'm just kind of glazing on top of my brown here. To add some of that green. It is so these inks are from Chimera Colors. I don't know like what the parent company for that is. If they have one, maybe? I don't know. Is Chimera Colors the parent company? I don't know. I wish I had more information for you. I do like the way the green gold looked. I think the green gold looks nice. Forest green might be a little too bright. I'll see what it looks like when it dries. It's Kickstarter? No! That is one of the benefits of having picked these up at Adepticon. Is that I didn't have to wait for the Kickstarter. Chimera with... Got it. And here in the States, I think it's like... It's distributed by... Dracoya, I believe, is the name of the distributor in the States. So kind of a lot of different companies to to keep in mind. I think that green is looking very nice actually. For like mossy wood. You see, I also brought out the black ink here. If I mix the black and forest green inks, I can get something that's a little less vibrant. I need it, yeah. Let me get a little more green out here. To mix in. Yeah, so a spot with like a little more vibrant green on the leg. Kind of see how that turns out. Do a little bit of wet blending. With the green gold. And hopefully at some point it starts to look like mossy wood. Let's see here. I hate to call it here. No longer fight the sleep? Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, Dark Mage. Tomorrow, I will probably be doing a very similar thing. So, painting this model up. Kind of focusing on using the new velvet paints that I got. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. And I hope you sleep well. And I'm painting up these mushrooms with like a really light tan. The way I'm getting that tan is I'm mixing XV88, which is one of my favorite GW paints, and the white from this Velvet. We kind of get these increasingly bright ochre colors. Can't wait for custodes together and not paint them for months. Yeah, it'd be like that, huh? And I already did this left side here with all the highlights and shading and stuff. So now I'm gonna come in and do the same kind of thing on the left side. I also used the smoke ink here as like a recess shade. To get some nice separation between the different elements. the big thing is this, the separation between the red and the off-white here. It's a little bit of blending. To make up the difference between dark red and off-white. I'm kind of creating a harder transition here with the smoke ink. Kind of like the final step between the off-white and the red. Make sure the crease is like a nice dark brown. Well, I think he kind of is a Primarch, isn't he? I mean, I know he's not, but he's one of the closer things to Primarch, you know? Like he's not far off. Whoops. Alright, I'm creating a little bit of texture here on the bark. And I'm doing like little dots because I'm looking to try and make it look like moss, as opposed to the kind of straight lines that make up the bark texture. I'm trying to do like just a dotted texture here. We'll see how well it works out. Yeah, go for it. The model is now yours. You can do whatever you want with it. And he excludes the plug the sloth? Sheesh! I'll be famous in no time. Alright, I'm coming back in with this green gold here. To tint that texture that I built up. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like the forest green, but I really like the green gold. It's like yeah, it's just like a yellowish green that I think looks really nice as like a mossy wood, especially like, yeah, if you look at the, I guess it's his knee. If you look at the knee as opposed to the thigh, I don't know, I think the thigh might be too vibrant. All right, I worked the color a little bit, and I think I'm liking it better. I think I'm gonna do mostly green gold, and then I'll work in some spots of like heavier, like more saturated green. The goal being like the overall tone of the wood should be greenish by like having the green gold tint, and then there'll be spots of like actual moss, which will be like actual chunks of moss, which will be the more saturated green. Need to check what went on pre-order today. I think it was some Sylvaneth stuff and Daughters of Cain. Big AOS week, I think. Oh, was this Mutilators and Iron Warriors too? twice in one stream? Invaded by bots. Get him out of here. Alright. I'm gonna wrap up stream for the day here. Today I made some good progress. You know, after messing around with stamps for half the stream. I made some good progress on the new mini here. Tomorrow, I think I'll be kind of focusing on getting a lot of the bark done. And up to this like nice greenish brown color. For some nice mossy wood. But yeah, I think I will be streaming again tomorrow. But thank you all for hanging out, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. W stream? Hell yeah. Thanks again for the continued sub, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!